Hey everybody, Brett from AstartesGaming here, back with another episode of our Crusader Kings 2 Fall of the Western Roman Empire Let's Play. So, I need to quickly explain how we got to this point before moving forward, because this is obviously not where we left off at the end of last episode. And so, basically what had happened is there is an episode that is missing. It's not that anything got corrupted with it, it's just that unfortunately, as you may have noticed, in all of my playthroughs, I got a new monitor, and so I'm adjusting the resolution to be as high as possible because this monitor has a much higher native resolution than my old one did. And so in doing that, for whatever reason, OBS decided to not scale the recording for the last episode's, footage to full screen. And so it's like a quarter of the screen with gameplay, and then the rest is all black. I don't know why it did that, because I set the new resolution and it was higher than the old resolution, but for whatever reason it downscaled. I don't understand at all. It's fixed now, but rather than upload a video that's like a quarter or several parts black screen, it just looked terrible. Rather than doing that, I'm just going to skip it and we're going to pick up right here. You didn't miss much. It was a lot of waiting for the wars in Italy to finish so that we could declare the war of our own war. And so you didn't miss a lot. Now then, we are at war with the Italians. We are at war with this faction here. So I've been calling them the Kingdom of Italy. But basically that's just a Gothic word for Kingdom of Italy. Anyway, we're at war with them. I have a nearly 7,000 man strong army in Rome right now, besieging it. And they're a good way through the first siege. So, that's one of our goals. During that war, this guy here was incited to a rebellion through some plot. Now, I did not want that plot to go through. I actually tried to stop it. Although it ended up working in my favor. There was a good chance that he could potentially bring a lot of people with him and create a civil war in the middle of our war down here, and I didn't want that. But for whatever reason, nobody supported him, and he revolted on his own. And so I left a small portion of my own troops, which the Angles, our allies, the Angles, joined up with, and they crushed his army, or at least most of it, and are currently besieging his territory. Once we have this besieged, I can lock him up and get rid of him. And he has been a problem for us for a long time. His father was a problem for us, and so it'll be nice to be rid of them finally. So, again, in the end, it worked out for us, but I actually was trying to prevent that from happening. And then, do not be concerned by this army here. It's actually misleading. That is not the actual number of hostile troops there. So the Samnian army is hostile to us, and there's about 5,000 of them, give or take. Actually, I don't know, but there's not as many of them as there are Visigoths, and the Visigoths are not at war with us. So that number is not reflective of how many hostile troops are actually there. That's why they're not attacking us. They're actually moving around us because they're afraid to engage. So let's get things rolling. And we are going to do our best to besiege all of Rome here. I really want to get all the way down to this town, because this is the king's only current holding, is this right here. So I'm thinking if we take that, we'll get a good amount of war score. Unfortunately, it's going to have to go through a lot of these here, and we can't assault all of them. This one is too big. It's also got a fort level of 9, and this one has a fort level of 10. So I can't assault those even if I wanted to, even if we had enough men. I think 6 is the highest you can do. But all of these towns with fort level 3 we can. But I'd like to... Oh, is he surrendering? Probably not. White piece. Yeah, sorry, bud. You're done. I feel bad because you were kind of duped, but... Wait. You're trying to kill Tiberius. Could you maybe just not do this crap? Because it's very annoying for me. Like, you guys don't need to be assassinating people. You're not even, like, important people, and you're not trying to kill important people. It's just, like, petty squabbling. Okay, so this war is over. We'll offer our peace, enforce our demands. He gets locked up. You guys need to rush down here. And let's see. So we'll go back to intrigue and talk to him. I'm willing to bet that it's going to give me like almost no options here, just because that's how the game works, even though he openly betrayed us during a war. So can I banish him? Banishing a vassal ruler for no valid reason. Really? Treason's not a valid reason? Betrayal's not a valid reason? Okay, well, we can't banish him. Apparently executing a traitor is viewed as tyrannical. So can I revoke a title at least? Yeah, so it's acknowledging he's a traitor here, but not in any of the others. Why even have those options if you can never use them? So let's be smart about this. He's got 2 titles. I don't know why I bothered doing that. They're both right here too. So revoke title. This is like a duchy level title, and then this is a county level title, but this is the only one with any land actually tied to it. So I think if I take this, I can usurp that from him. Or it might just go to somebody else, because he won't have any land in that duchy. Let's take the prefecture and see what happens. If, like, worst case scenario, I will take the hit and just revoke the other title. But let's do this first. So that's mine now. And I think did it destroy the title? Hold on. So he has no titles now. And I don't see, like, for example, here, that's the duchy title, or the provincial title. So it looks like it just destroyed it. Did it add it here? Yeah, I think it was this one, wasn't it? Huh. Okay, so it destroyed it. That's weird. I didn't think it would do that. Well, that's fine as long as he doesn't have it. And honestly, that's preferable for me, because the less intermediate vassals, the better. Because if, like, for example, if I want to call up troops in this area, they have to go through her. And so if she doesn't like me, her vassals won't necessarily raise troops for me. But if all of my vassals are county level vassals, I have a lot more sway when, you know, calling up troops. So let's find somebody to give this to. Let's start from the bottom. And so Ravai here was a Jewish refugee that just joined us last episode. He's actually quite good, at least in terms of diplomacy. And his wife is also a bit of a diplomat. I actually married him matrilineally into her dynasty, because this dynasty has been with us for a while. So all of their children will be of her dynasty, but I think if I make him the landholder, I'll be his heir until he has a child. So that might be a good choice. Simon, you don't like me as much. You're also a bit old, and you don't have any children, so that's probably a poor choice. Let's see here. We have Elmund Mitterbergid. He doesn't like me for some reason. Oh, that's why he thinks I'm a heretic. I don't want to throw money at you necessarily. He doesn't have any children, but he has siblings, and that could be a problem. Also, I slept with his wife last episode, but I don't think he knows that. So we might end up having a bastard child from her. We'll see if that ends up happening or not. But it doesn't look like that's necessarily a good choice. So let's see here. We were at the bottom, more or less. There's Simon. Antonius Flavius Afranius. He came of age last episode, and his wife came of age, I think, the episode before. but they are potentially very good commanders that are hopefully having good commander children. He already has a son, so maybe he's the best choice. Yeah, I'll give it to him. So that would be, was it this one? Yeah. And I'll give him the lower titles. Congratulations, bud. You just got landed. Let's get rid of all this. So he left my court. Why doesn't he like me? Because I'm also a heretic. Is your wife a heretic? Yeah, can't force you to convert, unfortunately. Yeah, I mean, hopefully you can get your son to convert or something. Otherwise, I'm going to have to put my court chaplain there and try to convert everybody. Okay, well, we'll get rid of all that. And... right. Can I ransom you now? Yes. 10 gold. I feel like it should be more than that, but okay. I guess I should feel lucky to be able to do anything with these prisoners. I didn't see what was happening there, but oh well. Oh. Alfgeir Olming is now of legal age. This guy's son. And he's actually a little bit more loyal to me. He's quite the diplomat, not much of a fighter. Let's see about arranging a marriage with you. Let's see. We have her. She's more of a fighter and less of a diplomat. Is she the closest in age? It looks like it. I could wait a little bit, but the thing is, if I wait, I'll forget. So maybe I should just marry him to her. And yeah, good enough. I don't think I'll ever give him land, but we'll see. That might change. Okay. They're going to accept that. Who are you a prisoner of? I know I have another prisoner. Is it him? No. Let's see. Will somebody pay? Yeah, okay. Well, I'll take the gold. I don't see any reason not to. I honestly don't even remember what he did or why he was there. Actually, you know what? I think he was captured during one of the battles or something. I think when we were fighting up here, I think he was captured when I defeated their army. I think I'm fairly certain that's where he was from, actually, so I guess that makes sense. How do you feel toward me now? 62. Good. Good. Okay. Let's take a look at factions here. Some of these are actually becoming quite strong. I don't know what to necessarily do about that. Honorius the Rough doesn't really like me. Why is that? I kind of made him. Domain too big. Yeah. I can't really afford to give away territory, though. He doesn't like that I have levies raised, but I can't help that right now. Let's see. What kind of gift? Yeah, let's send a gift his way. That'll get him into the positive, at least. He still hasn't had any children, huh? Weird. He owes money. Dedicated to St. Augustine. Well, hopefully he doesn't become a problem. So, I'm hoping that that gets rid of that faction. I don't think that there's really any way to deal with this one. They've gained a little bit too much traction. I just hope that they don't try anything during this war. And then you have a faction. Can I bribe you out of it? No. Yeah, I don't think there's a lot I can do about these, unfortunately. I could throw a bit of gold his way. Yeah, let's do that. Because that'll really sway things. And that might get these two to leave that faction at least. And then hopefully disband their own factions. I don't know why they're so hellbent on plotting against me. Actually, I wonder if there's like a theme there. Are you guys all like ambitious or something? No, you don't really have any traits that I would associate with plotting. So I don't know what that's all about. Nor do you. They're both brave, but I don't think brave makes them any more inclined to do that. Okay, how are we doing here? So the first siege is... Actually, the first 2 sieges are done. Now we're doing this one. We can go ahead and assault that one. Gonna have to wait on this one, and then we can assault those 3. Very tedious, though. Who's this? Who are they just fighting? That was weird. One of my guards seems to be unhappy about this war. It seems he personally knows some of the soldiers fighting for the other side. I don't want to be paranoid. I'll take the prestige, I guess. And I guess we'll speed things along here, because it's taken quite a while for us to just besiege one thing after another. But hopefully Rome is the fastest way for us to go about this. I could have hit other things, and in fact, maybe I should besiege like this guy. Because I think he's the one, or he was the one supplying most of their troops. He actually won... So, quick recap, since you guys didn't get to see the end of it. This guy was one of the leaders of the revolts, and he actually won his war. This guy was the other leader, and he lost his. That's why he's locked up. But this guy won, and he's actually quite powerful in their faction now. Probably more powerful than the actual king. So, let's see. Oh yeah, so fort level 6, I was right. Can't do that yet, unfortunately. Moving pretty well, though. And as long as nothing interrupts us, we'll be okay. I'm just worried about that faction. Yeah, and it's warning me now. It looks like somebody did leave, because they did lose a little bit of traction there. I don't want to spend too much money, but if I could bribe you guys out of that faction, that would be great. I can't afford that right now. That's worth doing, and I'll hold off there. So I think we can get those 2 out of it, and if they leave, then again the faction becomes significantly weaker. This guy was pretty fond of me a second ago. What happened? He was at like plus 20. That's so weird. I know we're taking hits because of the levies being raised, but I can't help that. And it shouldn't have been that significant a change. Do I want to throw some money your way? I'm going to do it because he actually holds quite a bit of sway. But I think we're going to have to assassinate some people, potentially. Wait. Why did she do that? Okay. Whatever. I can't do anything about it. So, I wonder if she got married or something. I should have checked, but whatever. I honestly don't even remember who she was. So, she wasn't that important. I was just curious why there was somebody leaving my court for the enemies, but whatever. Your heir is... Okay, that's a problem. Too cynical for her age. Is she, though? Cynical's not bad, unless you're trying to play a pious character, but it does give you intrigue at no real penalty other than your monthly piety and the church's opinion of you. If we make her... Wait, what's happening here? I lose the trait zealous. I didn't realize I was zealous. Well, crap. I don't want to lose that because I don't want to hurt my martial skill. But that could potentially give her 3 intrigue. So do I want to sacrifice 2 of my skill for potentially 3 for her? I don't mind her being cynical. Like, I'm just going to do this. So yeah, she goes up to 10. We were victorious, so we'll need to pay more attention to this now. And I'm down to 14 here, yeah. Which is a shame. It's going to hurt our troop count a little bit, but oh well. So we're assaulting that. And then we have to wait for this one again. This should be a little bit quicker because it's a much smaller garrison. And then we can assault those 3. We're at 32 war score. Hopefully taking this gives us a pretty big sum. Again, this is the king's only land holding. So I'm hoping that that one is going to be strategically significant. If it's not, then, well, we're going to have to go besiege something else. I don't even know where their army went. Their army just kind of fled. It might be down here where the Fog of War is hiding them. But obviously they're not in my territory. And they're not in any territory that we can see, so, yeah. Are you guys still at war with them? No, you have a truce. Okay, you're not at war with anybody right now. What about you guys? Nothing. You're at war with them. Not that that means much. So I'm wondering, once we take this and we have the de jure title as the King of Italy. Oh, there's their army. Oh, never mind. That was the Visigoths. But once we are King of Italy and we have that title, there's a good chance we can just get these guys to join us peacefully. And if not, then I think we can press our de jure claim as their liege without having to reconquest it. And that would be preferable, obviously, because that's not going to cost me any money or prestige beyond what it costs to field the armies. Let's see. I need to decrease my domain. I just don't know what to give away. I guess I could give this away. It's not that great a province, but it is technically part of... Well, actually, that's part of Pannonia, isn't it? So Modia has avoided me for some time, and the rare occasions when we meet have turned from the love-filled evenings I remember to hours of arguing and disagreement. In the end, we parted as friends, so we're no longer lovers. Oh, but there is a chance that we have a bastard child. Okay, let's see. Relations. No friends. We have just the one friend. We actually had two friends for a while. I don't know where the other one went. Almost done here. We can get back to assaulting stuff. I guess I can speed things along again. Oh, great. We are stressed. We need this war to end, or he might die of stress. I mean, we have Remus lined up as our heir, so it's not that big a deal if it happens, but I'd prefer it not to so early. Actually, now that I think about it, it might be better, just because if Remus dies before he does, that could be very problematic for us. Okay, any second there. We'll go ahead and assault that. There's our victory. Any second here, we'll do it again. 2, 1. There we go. We're up to 58% and 65. Okay, so that was not enough to do it. Alright, so we got lucky there. We did have a bastard child. We know it's ours, but he doesn't. And she's strong, like her mother. So we'll keep an eye on her. I could... Oh, maybe I can't legitimize her. Huh. Lose one piety of our immense piety that we've accumulated. So, is there a way for me to keep track of that? Let's see. Because I wouldn't mind having a... Well, even a legitimate daughter would take precedence over Remus, so I can't do that yet. But having a daughter would have been useful a little bit ago. Let's see. Uh-oh, peasant revolt. Alright, we have to go deal with that. March to there. Maybe you'll intercept them on the way, but then afterward we need to go attack these guys. Let's speed things along here. Come on, intercept them. The problem is they're going to attack this as soon as I leave. Yeah, they're already headed there. It'll take them a while to get it back, though. Why did we have a peasant revolt? Like, our revolt risk is like 1% in most of these territories, and somehow we had one. I think the game is just actively trying to make me lose right now. Going out of its way to cause problems for me. Yeah, so... Wait, they're not attacking Roma. Okay, so Remus, you are just. Perfect. We have a traitor? Well, I'm concerned. So you're saying that this guy's the traitor? Huh. So I can use my intrigue skill to sniff out that this is probably not true. What does this result in? So this one lowers my relationship with Belisarius and locks him up. I don't know what to choose here. Hold on, let's see. Is he part of any of these factions? Not that I can tell, anyways. I'm going to try to bribe you while I'm looking at this. Is that going to get us to positive? No, it'll keep him at -1, so I'm not going to bother there. -40. Not going to be enough. Not going to be enough to make any significant difference there. And he really hates me. It's like the same 3 people in all these plots. Honorius, I wish I could increase that more. Yeah, I can't really do much about that, but he's not involved in any of these. I'm just going to do this one. I'll rely on my intrigue skill there. So he's been locked up. He holds Brixia. I could revoke that title. Apparently I can't. So I can lock him up, but that's it. Can't do anything, even though he's falsifying evidence. Well, I'll ransom him back to himself then. And I'll have to plot to get him out of that spot since he doesn't like me at all. You've done what? Oh, over there, okay. Well, you're welcome to come join us. No? Okay. I don't know why the game felt the need to notify me of that. Let's see. Not worth bribing. I'm surprised they didn't immediately make a play on Roma there. But hopefully we can destroy these guys and end this before it becomes something bigger. There we go. Let's go ahead and enforce our demands there. Peasant revolt's over. Revolt risk is only 2%. I don't know, again, how they managed to revolt against us. Why don't you come attack something down here just so we can get this over with. And while you're moving, I'm going to go ahead and look at our prisoner here and see what we should do with him. So he hates me. Oh, he died. That was quick. Not a very good character anyways. Died in my dungeons. Perfect. Yeah, I'll use it. I have the money to do it now. We have a nice buffer. Let's get rid of these. I'm surprised he died instantly. He's a terrible character though, so I wasn't going to use him anyways. But the last time that happened, we ended up turning that person into... Is it you? No, that's Aurelius. Where is he? Honorius. There he is. So we made him a prefect because he was actually a good character. Oh good, she's just as well. Why is she betrothed? That's not good. I can't control that though. Well, all we can do is hope that Remus becomes the ruler before she comes of age, because that's a waste. I mean, I like this guy, but that's a waste of her as a character. She could be used for so much more than that, so we'll have to see what we can do about it. There's unfortunately nothing I can do currently about it, so we'll have to see. But you are getting up there in age, and you might die soon. You're also stressed, or you were stressed. Apparently you're not anymore. Huh. I don't know. He was stressed, at least for a brief period. Go here and let's attack their army at least. What are they doing right now? They can't besiege this, can they? I guess they're just defending it so they can't take it back. I have no idea, to be honest. Come on, quickly now. Okay, good. Somebody stopped them. These two are fighting each other. I don't know what that's about. Okay. Wait. Prince. So you had had a son. So apparently Prince of Macedonia was sleeping around a little bit. Got it. When did her husband die, by the way? When did he die? Comatose in bed at age 20. He was one of my... Oh, no, he looks like one of my commanders. He looks like identical to one of my commanders. Or maybe the person I'm thinking of did die. Remus, you should be a commander. I don't know why you're not. And... Severinus, you should be a commander too. Is there any other titles I can give out? Like minor ones? No. Okay. Yeah, so this guy just had a bastard. I wonder... So you have a son. Can I arrange a betrothal between him and my bastard daughter? Let's try that and see what happens. Keep an eye on that and see where it goes. Come on, catch that army. Damn it. Why are you taking so long to move? There you go. Alright, defeat them. That'll give us some war score at least. And then we'll have to find something else to besiege. Unfortunately, the Vandals have attacked this. I need to win my war before anybody else wins theirs. Otherwise, we might lose out on some territory here. So we got to be swift about this. And there we go. That actually did it. We got very lucky there. I was swifter than I thought. So let's enforce our demands. There we go. I have too many direct vassals now, so I'm going to have to actually make some titles. Oh, what the hell? I call BS. That was part of our thing. It shouldn't... So, when I declared war, this was part of the package. Apparently, them declaring war afterwards somehow gave them greater claim on it. I don't think it should work that way, since I initiated mine first and I won mine first. This should be mine, their war should end, and that should be the end of it. So, what is your war actually doing? Your claim on Italy. You have no claim anymore because it's mine. Let's see. The only thing I can think of is, like, if I kill him, there's a very small chance of that being successful. So yeah, I don't think I can make that work. I can offer vassalization here. He's going to say no. Why am I not your de jure liege? Pretty sure I am. That's weird. What about you? I'm pretty sure I can make this work. Still saying no. Still not their de jure liege. Did it really give him the title? So that's what happened. The game just outright cheated us, because everything that he had should have been mine. That was the... So, like, look, when I declare Reconquest, can I declare it on you? It won't let me because I have an army raised. I'm going to have to disband this first. Not being friendly territory. I'm standing in one of my own provinces. God damn it. Okay, so let's run this a little bit until the game recognizes that I'm in friendly territory. There we go. Right. So if I declare war on you for Reconquest, here's what it says. If we win, I take or vassalize all titles in that kingdom belonging to the king or their leader, faction leader. That was the same thing it said when I declared war on this guy. However, I did not take or vassalize all of his holdings because clearly he's still holding this and he still has this title. So I didn't get the title and therefore I can't apply it to any of this. Oh god, this is frustrating. So I have to... Well, I mean, I guess it doesn't matter which way it plays out. I mean, it would be easier for me to take it if it went to the Italians, because then he's only got one thing I have to deal with. If it goes to the Vandals, then I have to declare war on the Vandals, which obviously they have quite a bit of power. But still very annoying, because it should have been mine regardless. And now I can't enforce vassalization of these smaller factions because I'm not their de jure liege, even though by all rights I should be. I do not understand what just happened there. I guess because he... So did he have an actual claim? I'm trying to figure this out. No, he doesn't have a claim. I don't... How the hell is this working? He has no claim on the Kingdom of Italy. So whose claim is he enforcing? Because he has to be enforcing somebody's claim. I mean, I don't know if there's a way for me to check if it's not him. I'd have to go through all of his vassals and see if anybody has one. Because he could, in theory, press it for somebody else. But there's no way for me to know that, really. It just says... so Philip's claim on Italy. So, I guess if I go into the character finder, we can try to look for a Philip. I don't know... Wait. Why is it not... I'm assuming it's man. Was it 2 Ps? Like that? Hold on. I'll click here. So... Yeah. 2 Ps. So if I go to find characters... It looks like I spelled that right. No such character exists. Oh, I didn't spell it right. I forgot an I. There we go. He's a Vandal. So it's this kid. As far as I can tell, he's definitely the culprit right here. So what happens if I kill you? There's not a very good chance of either of those happening. He is too young. Is that your grandchild? I'm confused as to the lineage here. No, so he's it said he was a prince, but by what right is he a prince? Oh, excuse me, this guy, they just looked identical. Interesting. Well, I'm very confused, and we are definitely out of time. So I'm going to end the episode here and just kind of try to figure out what exactly I can do to maybe get rid of this. Because if the kid disappears, then that's the end of their war. If the leader dies, that's the end of their war. But I don't know how successful I'll be in either of those. And it really doesn't solve the issue of that not being mine when it should have been. It'll just go back to the original king, which should not exist anymore. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I had a great time playing some Crusader Kings 2 with you, and I look forward to seeing you guys back here for the next episode.